myself in many, many aspects of your speech. Did my husband tell you anything that you should have in there? The emails. Does anyone else do that? Our next speaker is a man whose humbleness is legend. He has been a Toastmaster for a decade and recently achieved the rank of Distinguished Toastmaster. In his usual modest tone, he says that he hopes to keep this distinction until Toastmasters International realize that there has been a terrible mistake. Today, he is a complete Toastmasters guru, belonging to 4 different clubs as well as a 12-step Toastmasters Anonymous program. He has served in every officer role for NPS Toastmasters except treasurer, and is currently the president of Peninsula Pros and the vice president of education at Bayview, 2 other area Toastmasters clubs. His heart, however, will always be with his home club of NPS Toastmasters. I admire his sense of humor, but it is his wisdom and gentle encouragement that make him a sought-after mentor and an admired professor here at NPS. He is going through the Competent Communication Manual for the 3rd time, organizing all 10 speeches around a common theme. His theme for this manual is interpersonal communication. Today, he will be giving his number 3 speech, Get to the Point, a 5 to 7 minute speech titled, You're Going to Wear That? Please welcome Arnie Buss.
You're going to wear that? Have you ever heard this from a partner, a spouse, a significant other? Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, today I'm going to share with you a little bit of some of the interpersonal communication skills I've been studying with a woman who's local to this area. Her name is Salwa Saeed. And today I'm going to address the issue of how to answer a question in a problem area. Now, there are 3 possible responses that we have, 3 possible places that we come from when we are confronted with a problem. One is our child self. That's the place where we're the victim. That's the place where we take the blame. Another place is our ego self, our place of being a parent, our place of judgment. And these are 2 unconscious places. When we react from either one of those, from our child self or our parent self, then we are not truly being mindful. There is a 3rd place, and that is the place of the aware self. That's located more from the heart. And so when you're encountered with an entrapping question like, you're going to wear that? There's one rule for answering such a question. Don't. There is no right answer when you ask a question like that. And so instead of answering the question, in a problem area, the question always comes from another place. It's not coming from a place of where the words are. And so the answer is not really what's being asked. What's really being asked is something else. So how can you find what that something else is? Do something called tracking. Now, those of you who've heard my speech on tracking already know what that is, but just to summarize what tracking is, it's a form of listening in which you only use the word you, never the word I. In some places, this is taught as active listening, and they say, I hear you say that, and that's always wrong because it mixes I and you. The rule is you should never use I and you in the same sentence. Sounds kind of strange, doesn't it? So how do you address a question like this? The first 2 words you should say are, so you. So somebody asked me, I passed around a sheet which has some entrapping questions on it. Somebody give me the first one.
You're not going to wear that, are you?
Oh, come on, give it to me. Let me have it.
Why do you only ever think about yourself?
Ah, so you'd like to be considered sometimes. You see what I did? See, instead of saying, okay, now say it again.
Same one.
Yeah, same one. Give it to me.
Why do you only ever think about yourself?
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I don't really mean to. Try it again. Come on, give it to me.
Why do you only ever think about yourself?
Oh, well, if you just, pay some attention to me sometimes, then maybe we get along better. Right, you see what's going on? Oh, oh. Those are the three places that we can come from. We can come from the victim, we can take the blame, we can counterattack, come from a place of judgment by making the other person wrong, or we can come from a place of awareness, which recognizes that there's some pain going on. And so what Selwyn teaches is never take the blame, trap the pain. When you're asked an entrapping question, like any of these, what's really going on is the person asking the question is in some kind of pain. And so it's not really about what you're wearing. It's not about whether you pay attention, or not. It's about some ongoing thing. It's about something else. So how can you find that thing and connect with that in such a way that enhances the relationship instead of deteriorates the relationship? The way to enhance the relationship is to connect with what's really going on with them, to connect with their heart-centered place. And so, somebody try another one.
Does this dress make me look fat?
That's not how you say it.
Now that particular one is a ringer. Now the answer to that question, I am developing the answer to that question. And when I find the answer to that, I'm going to patent it. Because I will be a rich man. There is no answer in the world which is the right answer to that question. I have two friends who've come up with two possibilities. Okay, one friend's response is, it's not the dress. And when he gets married for the fourth time, another friend of mine responds, do I look stupid? So somebody give me another one, because that one I'm keeping a secret.
Why don't you ever take me anywhere?
Oh, come on now, give it to me.
Why don't you ever take me anywhere?
Ah, so you'd like to go some places. So you're feeling that we really haven't done enough together.
That's right.
You're feeling a lack of connection, and you'd like more of a connection.
That's right.
Yeah. You see the difference? You see how if you don't take the blame, so what could I have said? I could have said, oh, well, gee, what about that time last week? I take you lots of places. Or, it says, well, you're always making demands. You're always trying to go places. You're always trying to make me do things. Okay, does that enhance the relationship? No. It doesn't enhance the relationship to make yourself wrong. It doesn't help enhance the relationship to make the other person wrong. And so, whenever you're asked an entrapping question, never answer it until you find out why it's being asked. Track the intent of the question. Don't take the blame. Track the pain. Madam Toastmaster.